A beautiful voice that can't hold a note. I'll just stick to poetry.
Know your lane, know your lane, know your lane.
Mic check, mic check. Hey, yo, Mike, where is my check? I've been slinging on this pole and still ain't paid yet. Week after week, I get up here and I drop my pride, giving all the busboys a 5-minute ride. Letting go of inhibitions and relinquishing my will as I humbly bow down and conform to his will. You know what Mike said? He said, I want you to strip for me. I said, do what? He said, I want you to strip for me. I want them to see you naked and unashamed, and I guarantee that like no other, I can make it rain. Fire on your sacrifice. Whatever you need, just name your price. So I said, hold up. Let me make sure I'm hearing you right. You want me to put my business out there and lay it all bare for a room full of strangers who could care less about me and my book as long as they get a chance to take a look. Free peek into my past, and some would even dare me to wind it back. Nah, I don't think they really know what I'm here for. Because if it were all about the money, I would be out the door. See, when I get up on this stage and expose my art, I am literally pouring out my heart. The good, the bad, and the ugliness. And I'll admit that I am still a hot mess, no greater than the next poet up on deck. So Mike, once again I ask, where is my check? If currency in the kingdom of God is saved souls, then I will willingly drop my pride on this pole, poetically naked at every open mic, if that's what it takes to reflect the love of Christ. At the age of 14, I wrote my first erotica piece. Let's get it on all night long, knocking boots although it's wrong. Wanting, fiending, longing for it, sleeping, screaming me or more, it makes me want to get nasty. Thinking about the poems that I used to write. I was spitting and fronting like I was about that life. Yeah, I smoked a little weed. I sipped a little booze. And I made out with players in the boys' locker room. But that was then. And this is now. When I look back on those poems, I wonder how. How in the world could I spit such trash? How could I listen to music that only glorifies my assets, accentuated in the hands of a man who never even earned the privilege of holding my heart? Yet my lust provided access for him to rip it apart. Could I really be that foolish to write lyrics that follow a path that leads to a question? Do you spit or swallow? At 16 years old, I was battling the spirit that fueled my desire to spit sick lyrics. I was lyrically sick with a contagious flow, and I had my friends chanting, nigga, I ain't your hoe. I boldly professed of my sacred virginity, yet I never gave attention to the secret sins in me. I was lost and confused, and I learned to misuse this gift that was meant to give life, attempting to achieve a level of intimacy that's only experienced by a man and his wife. The words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart fooled me into believing that what I created was art. But true art is created, not duplicated, and that's pretty much what the world does today. F this, F that, lick this, suck that. Evidently, they have nothing better to say. But can you blame them? Sex sells, and even if it buys a first-class ticket to hell, they're willing to ride shotgun in that Magnum. You know what's real sad? They're trying to slip into a mold that don't even fit right. Squirming in a hat that ultimately belittles life, because, God, you just don't know what I'm going through. And God, you don't know what it feels like. I mean, you don't know those secret things I crave for late at night. But if God is the one who gave us these desires, shouldn't he be able to extinguish the fires? For 18 years, I lived my life with a false definition of intimacy. Instead of dealing with self, I was feeling myself, never recognizing that I was killing myself. I was seeking to feel this release in my flesh, but I only filled my heart and spirit with that very same mess. Just imagine, as disgusting as 18 years of defecating within yourself, not only the damage it would do to your health, but the damage it does to your pride. See, I was technically a virgin, yet carrying this burden of lustfulness deep inside. Though my actions were hidden, it was hard to cover the stench of forbidden fruit. My soul cried out for something I couldn't give it because my fingers could never reach the root. Not even the man who was given to me could reach the depths of such intimacy. Now don't get me wrong, a brother might be packing, but only God can make up for what man is lacking.
Go ahead.
I was drawn away by the lust of life, but thankfully I've been rerouted back to Christ. What I would do if I could go back will always be a mystery. But from now on, I'm on a mission to rewrite history through my poetry.